All right, everybody. So, what we're going to go through with this lesson is the understanding of functions, okay, and how they're going to be used. We're going to create a print function, an endMark function, a is the board is full function, a game over function, and then the actual function that will build the board, allow us to play the game, allow us to make marks, and then tell us if we're winning or losing. The game that we're going to play is called Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just save all of my files, and then I'm going to exit out of all of the tabs across the top. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close down all of the folders, and I'm going to make a new folder. So I right click on the top folder, which is the most parent folder, and I'm going to call this 324 Tic-Tac-Toe. What this is a demonstration of what you guys should be doing. So I'm going to also make a new file, and the file is going to be called Tic-Tac-Toe. So we're going to save this as Tic-Tac-Toe. And it's going to be tic-tac-toe.py because that's the type of file that we're going to have. All right, so this is going to be a tic-tac-toe game. There will be a print and this is going to be looking at a board. There will be an add mark function. There will be is full board. And add mark is going to have a row, a column, a mark, and then a board. And these are different parameters that they're going to have. Game over is going to be looking only at the board. And then we're going to have the actual tic-tac-toe game. All right, so let's start with the actual board. All right, so this is the printing of the board. So def print TTT, and then it's going to be board. Notice how I start off the function. I'll use underscore, and then I have the parameter inside. L equals, and then it's going to be a pipe inside here. And then for r in range of 3, so that means we're going to go 0 to 2. We're going to print the board, and it's going to be a two-dimensional array that we're going to have. We're going to plus L. We're going to plus the board again, and instead of R0, it's going to be R1 this time. Then we're going to press plus L again, and it's going to be a lowercase l. And then we're going to add the board again. And then if r is less than 2, we're going to print 9 times dashes. So what that means is in between each row there's going to be 9 little dashes that come across. Okay, so let me just make sure that we have all this set up. All right, so the next method, the next function that I want to do, just so that you guys can start to see that this is actually working, is the actual method for our game. So this is going to be the tic-tac-toe game runner. So this is going to be called DEF-TTT. And then we're going to have the board, and it's going to have brackets, and then inside the brackets is going to be the empty quotes for a tic-tac-toe board. These are the empty spots for each row and column inside of a tic-tac-toe board. And we all know what a tic-tac-toe board looks like. It has 3 rows, it has 3 columns, and that's what we want to have for this. And that's what I'm setting up. All right, so now, after that, we're going to then print TTT. So print TTT, and the board is going to be printed here. Okay, so now we're going to call tic-tac-toe game. So TTT and the call. We're going to save it, and we're going to run. There's our tic-tac-toe game. Awesome. All right, so this is the starting point of tic-tac-toe. We've printed the board, and we created the actual running method, and now we're going to call the tic-tac-toe game. This is going to be the end of the first video. Think about how many functions we have, okay, and tell me in the assignment, okay? So how many functions do we have listed here, and how many calls? Okay, think about how many functions and how many calls. A function is something that has DEF, and then a call is where the actual function is used without the word DEF. So how many functions do we have and how many calls?